What is it that you most desire? I had never permitted myself to ask such a question. The inquiry settles in the stillness, not the answer you were taught to speak, not the one that renders you palatable, not the one that keeps the world gentle toward you. The true one, the one your tongue has never finished forming, because for most, wanting has always felt perilous, and so we learn to ask different questions instead. What ought I to want? What would render me acceptable? What would compel them to remain? What would make me easier to love? And somewhere in the careful answering of those ancient questions, we ceased hearing our own. Desire is not what the masses believe it to be. It is not greed. It is not indulgence. It is not selfishness dressed in honeyed language. Desire is recognition, the soul pointing at what endures as true. And the things we bury are not always the things we despise. Sometimes they are the things we cherish most. The voice that trembles with fire, the dream that feels too large to hold, the intensity that burns brighter than is permitted, the part of us that feels most alive. And because it matters, we guard it. Not from the eyes of strangers, from the wound of rejection. Because if one rejects something small, one survives. But if they reject the thing that feels most like the soul itself, that wound descends deeper than any memory can reach. And so silently, without the acknowledgement of choice, we begin our arrangements. Speak less, want less, ask less, become diminished. Not because the caring ceased, but because we cared too greatly. And eventually, something peculiar unfolds. The protection becomes eternal. The gatekeeper never departs. One day you gaze upon your life and perceive none forbid you any longer. And yet, you still cannot hear yourself. Then you begin to witness it everywhere. People laughing with less volume than their hearts demand, choosing dreams smaller than those that once called to them, naming longing unrealistic, calling visibility vanity, calling desire selfish. Not because desire does not exist within them, because they have guarded it so long, they have forgotten where it was concealed. And here is what the shadow reveals, if you possess the courage to gaze upon it. It does not only contain that which frightened you, it holds that which you loved too fiercely to risk losing. The fragments of yourself you placed in darkness, not as punishment, but as sanctuary. Lilith did not abandon the garden because hatred dwelt within her. She departed because she finally remembered what she sought. And to want it, fully, truthfully, without apology, made remaining impossible. This is the nature of desire reclaimed. It asks no permission. It does not diminish itself to fit the space allowed. It simply returns, like something that was always yours, something that knew the pathway home. So ask again. Ask it truly. Ask it without the armor of acceptability. What do you want if no one leaves? And now, knowing all of this, can you answer truthfully? What is it that you actually desire?